Hi everyone, my name is Abhinav. I'm a qualified CA, CPA, MBA. I hold almost 14 years of experience working with various corporates, consulting firm, private equity, and currently I run my own engine fund. I have the experience of executing various structured deals across the globe. Besides my corporate career, I've been very actively involved on the academic side as well, taking sessions for the US CPA, enrolled agent, CMA, CFA, and various management and business courses. That's pretty much about me. Let's start the session with a quick round of introduction so that we get to know each other much better. You can introduce yourself with your name, experience, what education you have, where are you currently working, and lastly, have you taken the classes with us or not, as in the part one, part 2, part 3, any of the parts, or do you have any experience in the US taxation itself? All right. What I'll do is I'll let you unmute your mic, everyone. You can unmute your mic one by one and introduce, would be great. Okay. Let's see. Gaurav, can you please unmute your mic and introduce?
Yeah. Hi, sir. Myself is Gaurav. So I am a MBA and PhD from IIFT New Delhi. And apart from that, I have a 15 years of experience mainly into investment banking and a merchant banking, the SEBI related works. And right now I am a partner in Finsure Management. That's a category 1 merchant banker by SEBI. And I haven't taken any previous class in a US taxation. And apart from that, yeah, I am also a certified business valuer from AICPA USA. So I hold a ABP credentials from AICPA USA. So I am a member of AICPA.
Thank you. Pranav.
Hi everyone, this is Pranav Agarwal. I am a BCom first year student.
So, Pranav, any experience on the taxation side?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Vivek.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. I'm audible.
Yes, go ahead.
Good to hear you in the live session. First, I've been attending your business segment already. I am just watching the recordings because I'm working in Sher Khan. So you know it's a very well-known brokerage house, and I'm education head over there. So when you are taking a webinar here, my webinars are on all over India in the evening. So and some physical workshops also. So I get to see your recordings and knew Mr. Gupta also for quite long. So I saw your video and orientation program. I quite liked it, and I really feel that you have a great way of teaching. And tricks of yours I try to incorporate in my webinars also. So really good. So far it's a good experience, but only the hitch is that I'm not able to communicate to you lively. So probably you haven't seen me so far. So would like to have some doubts also from the past sessions. So would like to connect to you whenever it's possible for you also. So far it's a great journey, good experience, and looking forward for this profession as well.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your kind words. Simran. Simran, can you unmute your mic and introduce? Anyone whose mic is not working, you guys can ping me also on the chat. We can get to know you also. Vinay Dani.
Hello everyone, my name is Vinay. I'm from Thane. Education is I've completed my inters here, and I'm working apart from my articleship. I have 4 years of experience, and I'm into filing returns and handling notices. So, but I don't have an experience in US taxation.
Thank you. Yes, Simran, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Simran and I'm MCOM first year student. And I'm doing CA Inter first year. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Raghav, though I know Raghav, but for everyone's benefit, can you please introduce?
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Raghav, go ahead.
Good afternoon to you, sir, and to everybody. My name is Raghav Malhotra. I am a qualified chartered accountant and a company secretary. Currently, in my father's firm, I'm looking after GST and income tax work. But yes, because we don't have US taxation work, and I wish to make my career in US taxation. That's why I'm taking these classes and wish to excel in it. And sir, you teach very well. I've taken part 2 classes, and you're a great teacher. Looking forward to learning more from you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's the student like you who makes me good, who makes me look good. Thank you.
So may I add something here, if you allow me?
Sorry, Vivek, your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear. Am I audible now?
Yes, it's little. Go ahead, say that.
So I think it's better now.
Yes, it's better now. You were saying
Am I
something.
audible so now?
Yes, yes, please tell me. Yes, Vivek, go ahead. You are audible now. Now you're not audible. You were saying something, Vivek. You want to say anything?
So I'm audible to you?
Yes, now you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much for this, for being so patient listener. One thing I would really admire you, apart from your teaching style, as a mature person, what I imbibe from you is the patience. The way you show the patience and you answer, these are very frequent names I keep on listening, Raghav, HP, which you keep on taking. In my recordings, I see very patient person, sir. I mean, you never mind going back and answering, and that's a habit I think I'm lacking somewhere down the line. And I'm trying to imbibe from you. You are always so cool and very smiling. So that is the first quality as a person one should have while imparting education. So that's great of you, and that's my key takeaway. Apart from the education, in the personality side, that's my key takeaway from you. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the kind words. You just made me pushed on the cloud 9 now. Thank you so much for your kind words. And we are continuously learning from each other. I'm learning so many things from you guys only. It's a continuous give and take, right? We feed each other's energy. We learn from each other.
So nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's start the session. Yes. Today's session is going to be very basic, everyone, because many students are doing it for the first time. So I'll keep it very basic. I don't think I'll cover any content on the part 1 side because it would be unfair, because many students would not have joined the part 1. So if I cover any aspects about the part 1, taxation and everything would not be helpful. So I'll keep it very basic. How will I run the class and everything? So if you are not looking for that, you guys can carry on. I'm looking very basic class today. It's going to be very basic. It's all about the enroll agent, what we are going to achieve in that case. All of it I'm going to cover that itself. So this is the basic ground we are going to cover. Eligibility, steps for becoming the EA, understanding the course itself, exam pattern, curriculum, how we are going to run the classes and everything. I'll take some questions of yours also, and lastly I'll help you in seeing the Sargent software itself. At any point of time, if you have any query, please ask me. Stop me then and there and ask me the queries. Eligibility for this, you must be already aware that there is no eligibility. You just need 18 years of the age in that case, and after that you're good to go write any exams. Once you clear all the subjects, once you clear all the 3 subjects, you become the enroll agent. You have to apply for the license and automatically you become the enroll agent. Or otherwise, if you are working with the IRS for the consecutively 5 years, automatically you get the entitlement of the enrolled agent, which none of us are doing that. Okay, these are the 4 steps for us, right? First of all, you have to create your PTIN. If you have not done it, if you are new to it, be in touch with the VGLD team. They are going to absolutely help you out in that. So you can ask any number of questions, how to do it, why to do it and everything. Don't worry about this. Feel free to ask any number of questions. For writing exams, you have to, there is an authority in India and across the world which helps in doing the exam in that case. So IRS, this exam is is prepared by the IRS. So IRS is the one which conducts it, but it is going to be conducted, it is going to be facilitated at the Prometric Center. So Prometric Center is the center which takes care of everything. So they take care of the admin part of it. So they will provide you the computer, they will provide you the pen, pencil, calculator, so that you can write the exam there. So basically they will provide you the infrastructure. You will go there and write your exams. That's a Prometric account. You have to create the Prometric account, schedule your exam, and write the exam in that case. After you are done with the exam, you have to apply for the license. They will check your background and everything, and they will provide you the license. So if you see, all the steps are going to be more procedural in that aspect, barring the study aspect. Study aspect is something we are going to discuss much more now. Understanding the cost, we are having the three parts. We are having individual, which is all about the individual taxation. Second is going to be businesses, and lastly it is going to be representation, practice, and the procedures. All of it we are going to discuss going forward in the presentation itself. Exam pattern, it's a 3.5 hour exam. You can appear in any order. So if you like, you want to write part 2 first, part 3, and the part 1, you can write this also. Absolutely your wish in that case. Part 2, part 1, any sequence you want to write in that case, you can write that exam. 100% MCQs in that case. So that means there is no essay writing, there is no simulations, nothing in that case. The best part about this is the no negative marking. There is no negative marking. So do not leave any question. That's why I always advise my students in that case that do not leave any question. Even if you're not sure about the question, just mark anything, right? Don't leave any question unanswered in that case. Lastly, every part covers the 100 MCQs. So that we are having 3 parts. 3 parts into 100 MCQs, we are having 300 MCQs. Okay. Now, up till here, any questions, guys? Do we have any questions up till here? No? Okay. Now, let's see. Individual taxation, something which we are going to start now, right? This is going to be a simple, right? If anyone who is an individual, what are the things the person is going to look at it? So we are going to look at much detail in that case. What is going to be the filing status? What kind of standard deduction the person is going to get? What are the other benefits the person individual is going to get? What are the tax rates for the person in that case? If the person is putting the money into the retirement account, what are the benefits in that case? If you're giving the gift to someone, what are the provisions levy on that? So everything's in and out about the individual taxation we are going to discuss in that case. That's a basic coverage of the exam in that case. We'll discuss that. Business taxation, I've recently finished this. I'm going to start this after we are done with the entire cycle. Business taxation is going to be all about the business entities. So various types of the business entity we do have in the US: C corporation, S corporation, partnership firm, tax exempt organizations. So all of it is covered in the businesses. So when you're running a company, when you're running the business, what are the things you will take care of that? So that's the business all about. Lastly, it is going to be the representation practices and the procedure, right? So for example, if you are representing your clients to the IRS, what are the things you should take care of it? Can you represent actually your client or not? What are the things you should take care of? How much fees should you charge in that case? Should you market your fees or not? In case there is any conflict of interest in that case, that means you are representing your relative in that case. So all of it is going to be taken care of by the part 3 in that case. So part 3 is going to be more theoretical in that sense. So going forward, I'll discuss with you also the basic aspect. What is the major chunk of the part 1, what is the major chunk of the part 2, and what is the major chunk of the part 3. Let me just run through the presentation. I'll come back to that aspect also. Couple of the questions which I take, frequently asked questions: what should be the best combination? Which part should we start? As I said, you can start with any part depending on where you are more comfortable in that case and how much time you are having in that case. It's totally your call in that case. Whatever you feel you are more comfortable, you should try giving that exam. Exam schedule, generally the window for us is going to be from 1st May till the February next year in that case. So that means current window for us is going to be May 2020 to February 2023. So we are having a window of 10 months in that case. In that case, you will go onto the Prometric website. You're going to schedule your exams, that when you are available, when the dates are available, you can book the slot on that itself. There is no exam in the March and the April. That's a blackout window. That's when they change the laws and everything, and that's when you can't write the exams, and that's across the globe. Which year is tested? So it's a tax year. It's a tax law. The way we have in the India also, the tax law gets changed on the 1st of February whenever the budget is announced. Similarly, there also every tax law gets changed over a year-on-year basis. For us, when we are studying now in the 2022, in that case, the law which is going to be applicable for us, whatever is relevant up to 31st December 2021. So that means we will do the 2021 law in that case. Is it any group system like a CA? No, there is no group system. So even if the one person clears the part 1, part 2, but unfortunately could not clear the part 3, in that case, that person just need to write the part 3 exams. That person does not need to write the part 1 and the part 2 again in that case. Okay. Validity of your exam, generally it is 24 months, but because of the COVID, generally they have extended that limit. They have extended limits from 36 months. So from 24 months, they have expanded to 36 months. But will that sustain? We don't know right now. We don't know whether this is going to sustain or not. But for the time being, the validity, they have expanded it for 36 months. What does that mean? It means if you pass your exams now on 1st January 2021, you will get, for the rest of the 2 subjects, you have to clear by now. It is going to be 31st December 2023. So you got almost 3 years to finish rest of the 3 subjects, rest of the 2 subjects in that case. If unfortunately the person could not clear this exam, whatever is the credit for the previous part which you have cleared, that will also lapse. But 36 months is going to be more than enough for you. You can clear your ES 6 times in the 3 years span. So don't worry on that. As I said, it is going to be quite enough for us. The 24 months or the 36 months, 36 months window is good enough for us. Self notes, I'll cover that going forward. Our SPOC, our single point of contact is going to be this. We are having a separate WhatsApp group also. You can post your queries over there also. If you face any problem regarding the Prometric, regarding the PTIN, regarding the 88 tuition, which is your LMS, right? If you're facing any problem in the software also, please post your queries. Don't worry on that. Okay, the team will take care of that. Okay, how many of you have you got the access to the Sergeant software? Has anyone got this? Raghav, you got it? Only Raghav, you got it? Simran, you have it also. Okay, not others have not got this. Okay. Just let me share my screen. Okay, everyone. So what do we have? What are the offerings we are having? First of all, you got the Sergeant book. Has anyone not received it? I think the new material is not received, right? 2021 books you have not received. No? Okay. One is the Sergeant book. Okay, no problem. We will run the PDF in the class, so I don't think it should be any problem. I don't think Sergeant book would be an issue for you for the time being. Don't worry about that. That's the Sergeant book. Second, you will receive the hard copy of the same. Hard copy you are going to receive. Second is soft copy. If you want to access, it's available on your online portal on the Sergeant software. Second is going to be our videos, whatever we are doing it right now. This videos, 2 things could be done. Either if you are attending the live, obviously you are doing the live in that case, or you will also get the recorded version of the same. I think the 88 education has it. Make sure you got the access of that. right? If you do not get the access of that, be in touch with the team, they are going to provide. So even if you are missing the live classes, you will get the recordings of the same. Generally, the recordings should be available to you within 24 to 48 hours. So you will have the recorded lectures. Recorded lectures will be available to you. You can see it any number of times. In that case, you can pause, stop, 2x, 5x, 4x, whatever you want to do it, you can do it. No problem in that case. You want to take a screenshot, you can do everything in that case. So not an issue. Third is going to be everyone is going to be Sargent software, which I'm referring, which is for your MCQs preparation, Now, Sargent software MCQs, I will not say that you have to do immediately, right? In fact, I don't suggest anyone to do the Sargent MCQs when we are doing the batches, because in the classes, my target is to finish almost 60 to 70% of your MCQs. So whatever in the Sargent, in fact, I do more than that also. I do it from my own database also. Whatever I feel in the topic, the Sargent software is not sufficient, I share the other MCQs also. So I'll try to finish almost 60 to 70% of the MCQs within the class. Rest 30%, whatever is left in this case, rest 30%, whatever is left, you can do it on your own from the Sargent software. So that's why you don't need it immediately. Right now, you don't need the Sargent software immediately. In that case, you will need once you're done with the batch. Why? Because once you're done with the batch, you have understood every concept. In that case, then it's much easier for you to do that, because everything is very linked in that case. If you try to do one aspect of it, you will not be able to attempt anything. Rather, I would suggest in that case that you focus on the MCQs we are doing in the class. Do not miss them, right? Many students think, okay, the concepts are over, now MCQs is going on, let's miss the class. I don't think it is very advisable, because every concept and everything is going to be futile if you are not doing the MCQs in that case, right? So that's my major emphasis. Do the concept, read the book, and immediately do the MCQs in that case, so that the entire circle would get finished in that case. Okay, so these are the three offerings we have. These are the books, we are having the videos, and we are having the Sargent MCQs in that case. But I'll quickly show you how the Sargent MCQs is going to look like for you, so that when you're reading on your own, whenever you are trying to do the MCQs on your own, you will not face the problem in that case. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, this is when you enter, you have to add all the three parts. Is it visible, everyone? Yeah, okay. Once you enter this here, you have the modality of changing it. Right now, I have selected individuals. You can change it to business also, right? That means part 2. If you are changing to business, everyone, the entire question will change. All the questions for the businesses will come. If I change it to representation, which is part 3 for us, all the questions will change for the part 3 itself. Okay. Let's go for the individual first. Okay, let's go for the business, I guess, first, because some people can answer the questions also. Business, these are the chapter wise. This is given as per the chapter wise in that case. Business entities, business information, specialized returns in that case. Okay. Now let's go it one by one. If I click, let's say, business entities, right? In this, once you open, you will get sub chapters: business entities, partnership, corporation, forming corporation, S corporation. You will get many answers in that case, right? Let's say if I go for the S corporations. Okay. Once I click here, it will ask how many questions you want to do. 5 questions, 10 questions, 25 questions, 50 questions, or any specific question number. If I know any question number, I can enter the question number also in that case. Let's say I want to do 5 questions only. So it's a adaptive. Okay. Again, once I click the 5, okay, let's say I click 5 questions. Here it will ask, do you want to do all the questions? Do you want to do the new question? Do you want to see the least seen question? Trouble question, that means any question where you're facing the problem, you're facing a lot of trouble, you're doing a lot of mistakes in that question. Lastly, missed the last time you have done the mistake in that case. Lastly is the adaptive. Adaptive is basically on the basis of their own intelligence, basing on their own AI. Wherever they are facing that you're facing a challenge, whatever is more challenging, they will automatically give on that. So let's see adaptive if I'm taking, and I'm begin the session. Okay, this is the question which is going to be which you're getting the question and you're getting the 4 answers in that case, right? So whatever, let's say if wherever I'm clicking, Raghav, what should be the answer? Dividend. So see this. Okay, everyone, this is the question number which is mentioned to you, right? For example, if let's say I was saying dividend, but I click some wrong answer. Okay, let's say dividend only. And absolutely correct, Raghav. Good. So this is the correct answer, right? So here the answer will come and all the explanation would be given, right? So that you know why this answer is coming, all the explanations are given to you, right? Why it is happening and everything is mentioned here. Then the relevant topics is mentioned here also, right? For example, this topic is related with the distribution, right? So dividend, cap gains, distribution. If you go, if I open anything, the relevant portion will automatically open in that case, right? But I don't think after the batch you will need to see it at all in that case. The way Raghav has just done, I don't think you need to see it at all in that case, right? After that, because already we have done 60-70% of the question, after that it's going to be very automatic mode for you. But still, for your reference, I'm just explaining everything. Referencing everyone, this is the 2150. It is not a section number, right? It is just the referencing in your book. That means in your book, this is coming at this page. That's it. This is coming at this level itself. That's it. That's the meaning of referencing in that case. It will show what is the first timer score. Generally, people score 45% and everything in that case. Okay, let's say if I go to next question and I don't know the answer, let's say if I see 260,000, let's see, hopefully it is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, now this is incorrect. Now it will say this should be the answer, not 260,000 is the answer. Answer should be this in this case. Now here it will explain why is it coming, what should be the point in this case, and everything is just going to show. Now, when I have done this, I know this is a wrong question. I have done it. I can copy this, and whenever I come here, I can go specifically to that question also in that case. So I will say specific question. I will come here and I will come here. So I will choose here, and this is, I know this is the correct answer. Now I can actually focus only on the, I can focus only on the wrong points in that case also. Okay, if we see the modality on the left hand side, it's the calculator. You can use your personal calculator also. You can use it on the screen also. It's small Excel sheet, right? Very basic. It's not going to, you are not able to create the financial model here. It's a very basic points which you can do it. So 34, I can say this and this, and you can do a very basic maths in that case also. Very, very basic points and the items you can do in this case. Now, this is IRS. So IRS is the one who conducts this exam. IRS is the central authority for the US taxation in that case. So any forms you want to see in this case, any instructions, any publication you want to see, directly you can see that. For example, if I want to see for individuals, we are having the schedule one, we are having form 1040. I can click on this and it will route me to the form in that case. Nothing in that case. You can, in exam, Gaurav, you will get the access to the calculator and Excel also. Yes. In exam, Gaurav, you will also get the calculator also. So it's up to you. You want to use this way or that way, up to you. For example, in this question, I want to write a note, anything that this is the short note of this answer in this case. I can make a note of that also. Somehow it is not working for me. But you can make your question notes also, that this is the problem I'm facing in that case. Whatever is the problem you're facing, you can make a note of that also. Then I can exit the session. I can take the practice exam also in this case. Whenever I'm done with it, I can do the exam. I can conduct the mock exam also in that case. Right. On the right hand side, we are having the glossary. Glossary is going to cover. Glossary is something which is going to cover. If I want, I don't know what is accumulated earnings tax, I will click on that and directly I will see what is the accumulated earnings tax on that. So that's about the glossary. Same publication notes, what we have seen, you can access this also. For example, textbook. Right now you have not received your book, but you have the option to access your book here also. So even if you have not received the book, you can directly read your book here also. For the part 1, you have not received it till now, you can use it, you can download this. You are having the option, you can save it and download this book also. So here you can download also in this case. So it's up to you, how do you want to use this? Okay, I think this is going to be for me. Is that okay, everyone? Are we good? So as you keep on completing, if you see here, as you keep on completing, it will keep on showing you questions completed out of 351, 54 is completed. Your rating is 15% in that case. Similarly here also, the moment you open it here, it will also tell you the breakup of others also, the subcategories also. So that means in the business entity, there are total 41 questions and done is 5 questions only in that case. Okay. All right. So as we discussed, it is something, once you get the access of it, it is something which is going to be valid for 2 years for you. In that case, it is going to be in line with the Sargent software, is going to be in line with the IRS material. In that case, you have almost 2000 plus MCQs in that case for your practice itself. Okay. Any questions, guys? I'll leave it for you for your questions if you have. Do we have any questions? No? Okay. Quickly, one or more point I will say about the class approach, so that that would be helpful, so that when we start on the Wednesday, you will be ready with that. The way I said the Sargent, you are having 3 offerings in that case. One is going to be the Sargent book, which I just showed you on the PDF. Then the videos we are going to discuss, you are going to do with me. And then lastly is this MCQs. This is the most important. The videos, whatever we are doing it, the Sargent we are doing it. So I would say the first, second, and priority wise third. So first videos, whatever we are doing it, don't miss it. Be it the live, be it the recorded, make sure you're doing everything in that case. Second is going to be Sargent MCQs. As I discussed, 60-70% we are going to do in the class. And then lastly, it is going to be Sargent book. Sargent book, the language, you will find it little challenging, right? In the Sargent book, the language, you will find it little tricky and little confusing also. I'll cover majority of the chunk, I'll try to cover within the class also. So I think I will cover almost 80 to 90% in the class also. But I would suggest whatever, so what I do generally is I try to make more graph, I try to make it more charts. People who have done it, they would be aware of it. I do more charts, I do more of a diagram in that case, right? So that you don't have to read your Sargent book, which is very complicated in the language. Directly you can see the charts, you have to do the diagrams. The good part for us is you don't have to learn the language, right? Because you are not writing anything, you're not doing the essay writing, you're not writing the descriptive answers in that case. You are just doing MCQs. So you just don't need to learn the language. As far as you're conceptually understanding everything, we are good to go after that. After that, does not matter whatever is the language in that case. So that's why I incorporate a lot of charts and the diagrams, so that you will retain it much better with that. Hence, for the same, I would suggest for these charts and the diagrams, please prepare a register. That is going to be very helpful for you, right? So whatever the charts we are discussing, whatever the diagrams we are discussing, I give you ample time. You can take a screenshot if you want. You can write the notes also, up to you. It's absolutely your call in this case. I would suggest make a register, because what happens when you're writing it, it stays with you much better. It stays with you much better rather than taking the screenshot or anything in that case. Because once you write your own note with your own hand, it's going to be much easier. And again, the problem with the screenshot is that you are storing it on the laptop, you're storing on your computer in that case. And let's say in the night you are not sleepy and you want to read your book, you're not going to open your laptop and see the screenshots in that case. But if the register is there, you can immediately 5 minutes, you will just skip that and you will sleep with that. So I would suggest make it more register. It's an old school, but that sometimes the old school work in that case. So make a register, make all the charts in that case, whatever we are doing in the class, keep noting that, right? Don't commit that mistake also, that we are having the recorded lectures available with you. I will see it later. Trust me, that later never comes. That later will never come in that case, because we are having the regular weekday classes, right? You will not realize by the end, you will not realize how soon the batch is going to be finished. We are starting on Wednesday, and trust me, within a month, the batch is going to be just finished for you. So please make the consistency in that case. Make a consistency, keep making the notes, and just flip the notes. That's it. I will not expecting many things from you. Just keep flipping the notes. That's going to be more than enough for us in that case. So make the register. That would be very helpful for you. And I would say initially for the register, as I always suggest, initially for 2-3 pages, leave those 2-3 pages empty, which will be helpful for making as the index. So those 2-3 pages, you should leave it empty. So that would be your index in that case. So that again, you're not wasting your time in skipping that. For example, if you want to revise, how would you revoke the S corporation? How would you terminate the S corporation? Now there would be a register of 200 pages. You will keep on flipping. But if you have mentioned in the index that this is going to be page number 220, you are not going to waste your time. You will immediately go on page number 220. You will see, okay, these are the 3 ways I can reduce the termination, and that's it. And your revision is done within 2 minutes. You'll see, okay, this is by the election, this is by the automatic termination, this is by the pi in that case. Done. We are done with this, right? So be smart about your time. Be smart about your time, because the course is a mammoth, everyone, right? I will not say it's an easy course. It is going to be difficult. It is going to be not difficult, very difficult. It's just like if you follow consistency in that case, and if you are being smart about your time, you will be very, it's something which is going to be very easy. And that's why I come into the play. I will try to help you out with a lot of flow charts, with the diagrams, and how to approach that. That would be very helpful in that case. Yes, Vaibhav, this recording would be available to you again on the 88 with your portal within, I think, 24 hours or 48 hours would be available. Okay. So do that. I think that making the register is going to be very helpful and crucial. Leaving 2-3 pages as the index is going to be helpful. What else we have? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. At least the non-academic side. Rest everything we are going to discuss, what is all about the taxation and everything. But this is, I would say, you should be, so that I'm just telling you all of this so that you are ready with on Wednesday. Wednesday you should be ready with these things, right? So that Wednesday when we are doing the classes, you're not running around in your house and finding the registers in that case. Make a fresh register, make a thick register, so that everything would be captured in that case. Now, giving you a perspective, as I said, that giving you a perspective about all the parts. Part 1, everyone, as I said, which is the individual taxation, it is going to be more about numbers, right? It is going to be more about numbers. For example, this is the individual taxation. You understand what is the limit, what is the standard deduction, what is the tax slab, what is the tax credit. So it's very number driven in that case. It's going to be more number driven in that case. Second is going to be part 3. Part 3 is something which is going to be more procedural oriented, right? That means what are the areas, what are the steps you have to do, what are the penalties is going to be, how you will be disqualified, you cannot represent your clients. It's going to be more procedure. So I would say this is going to be more theoretical. It's going to be more of a theory in that case. Part 2 is something which I would say is the biggest one. is the biggest one, because earlier there used to be 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. What they have done it, they have merged these 2 parts, and now it is just the part 2 now. That's why the part 2 is quite big. We have just finished, we are just about to finish the part 2. It's very big, right? You are having S corporation, C corporation, partnership, state also, tax exempt organization, so many things in that case. Hence the part 2 is going to be the biggest chunk of the entire enrolled agent course itself, right? So why I'm telling you all of this? I'm telling you so that I'm just giving you the perspective in that case, right? So that you can decide that which subject you want to start it. For example, if you're very good with the theory, you can see that this is very short. This is very short. Part 3 is the shortest one. So the largest one is going to be this, then it is going to be this, then it is going to be this. I'm talking about the volume wise. So it's up to you if you want to start any of these according to that only. If you're good with the theory, you can think of starting with the part 3 also. If you're good with remembering the numbers and everything, you can start with the part 1. If you are thinking that let me just get over with the difficult one, let me just get over with the biggest one, you can start with the part 2 also. Not about the classes I'm talking about writing the exams also in that case. Do we have any interdependence on the one part on the another? To some extent, yes. I will not say that no dependence. To some extent, yes. And for that, I would suggest see that relevant portion in that case. For example, if you are planning to do the part 3, in that case, see the tax credits from the part 1. See that you are having all the lectures available with you. You can see at the speed of 2x, 3x in that case. So that quickly just getting the broad understanding of it, not the entire part 1, some portion of the part 1, which I will suggest you what you can see that also. Okay. Are we good? Is that okay? Any questions? Wednesday, I think we are starting with 6:30, Gaurav. Okay, I think I might have scared you, seems like. Do we have any questions, guys? Feel free to shoot. No? Okay. If not, then we can wrap it here only. That's pretty much. I'm not going to discuss any academic side of it because I think many students might miss on that also, right? That I'll start on the Wednesday itself so that no one is missing on that. All right. So Vivek, we are looking to target almost 20-25 classes. Depending on how many sessions, how many students we have, how many queries we are receiving, depending on that. Okay. Yes, Gaurav, 6:30 to 9:30. So 6:30 to 9:30. Sorry. All right, everyone. I think I'll stop it here. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward to see you on the classes, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. Bye bye. Enjoy your day.